Et ce soir, on a un invité spécial, Monsieur George Kurpelidis. Tonight, George Kurpelidis, an award-winning public speaker and coach, will speak to us on the subject of technology's power to affect social change. I was able to hear him this week at the conference, and it's truly worth it. He has so much knowledge, and he's such an inspiring person. His energy is so great. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. George Kurpelidis.
Much, Gwen. Thank you for that warm introduction. Okay, now how many people here are over 45 years old? If you raise your hand. Now, ladies, no one's taking notes, so 45 years old, raise your hands, okay? Now, of course, because of these lights, I can't see you. But if you're 45 years old, that means you don't remember a cell phone when you were a kid. You don't remember color TV. You don't remember digital watches even. But now, 45 years later, we have the power of communication right here in the palm of our hands. We can do almost anything. And I've seen lots of you ladies out here texting all evening long. Tonight I'm going to share with you some ideas about technology and how technology has changed every single one of our lives. Technology is a tool, like any other tool. It can be used to encourage, it can be used to discourage, it can be used to build up, and it can be used to tear down. I'm going to share with you a very interesting story about a gentleman who had a very difficult upbringing. His name is Michael Kamkwambe, and he's from Tanzania. He lived on a very poor farm. His parents had no money. And he was one son and 5 sisters. Now, I had one sister, that was enough. The thing about Michael was he loved school. He had the opportunity to go for a number of years, but because of a drought, his father needed him to stay home because money was tight. But Michael really loved school. So he said, what can I do to fix the problem? And the problem was no water on the farm. So it meant a lot of extra work for them. So when he wasn't working, what did he do? He went to the school to read books. Books he could barely understand because he didn't understand English very well. But he knew in those books was the solution to his family's problem. So he studied hard. And he found this magical machine. And he said, I'm going to build that machine. But he didn't know how. But he learned how. He went on the internet that they had at the school. He studied videos. And he went around all over looking for parts for this machine. Bicycle parts, old truck parts, anything he could find. And after weeks and weeks of hard work, this magical machine rose up into the air. And he built it. And he turned it on. And he heard a beautiful sound. It was the wheel of a windmill turning. And then the second beautiful sound he heard was the bubbling up of water from the ground. Water that would irrigate his father's land. The land that would permit him to have the food that he needed for his family so that he could go back to school. And he did go back to school. But not only that, he taught other people how to make a windmill like that. And he went on to get himself onto television, and he told the whole world his story. And countries and cities all over Africa benefited from his hard work. Now that happened in Africa. What's happening right here in Canada? How are we using technology to encourage, to build up people? Are we using technology to spread gossip, rumors? Are we encouraging our children to reach out to other people, to share what they know, and at the same time, grow their communities? As I said in the beginning, ladies and gentlemen, technology is a tool. It can be used to help, or it can be used to hurt. What are we doing to use our knowledge of technology and the capacity of technology that we have to encourage other people? All of you parents out there, I encourage you to think about it and to use your power over your children to encourage them to use technology to build bridges between cultures and to share the knowledge that they have. Thank you for your attention.